going on, guys? This is Billy's vlog again, and today we're going to got a carbon cycle, alright? And so the carbon cycle, I know it's pretty boring, but you know, it has to be covered because it's kind of important to our everyday life because it kind of affects us. But right now, I'm going to be going through three major things about the carbon cycle: the seabed, the atmosphere, and the ocean. Now these three things are big factors to the carbon. Now, the reservoirs at the bottom of the ocean that are found in the seabed, they rise up into the ocean and they dissolve, alright? And then that's how the ocean gets a little bit of its carbon dioxide. And then the air, the atmosphere, a lot of carbon dioxide is found in the atmosphere because of various reasons I will go over later. Goes down into the ocean and dissolves into the ocean, right? And that's how that's how the ocean gets a lot of its carbon dioxide, which is very, very important. Actually, it's not really important. That's actually really bad after I think about it. But the ocean, it rises. The ocean also has a chance to bring it back to the atmosphere. You know, when it evaporates, the carbon dioxide can actually evaporate into the air. And that's how a lot of the carbon gets into the air. So that's pretty much the relationship between the seabed, the ocean, and the atmosphere. So if you didn't know, we just came from the ocean. And I'm not really good with transitions, so this is not probably just going to be a cut to this. So this is a tree, and it's very important to the CO2, you know, cycle, because it's the only thing that takes in CO2, really. Everything else, you know, gives it off. But this is the only thing that, you know, manages CO2. And that kind of helps out our ocean a bit because the ocean kind of needs it right now. I'm not going to lie. Alright? And so the tree takes in CO2, and if it dies, it gives off CO2, which is bad right now. And if it gets eaten by a fish, the fish breathes CO2. And, you know, it dies, it gives off CO2. And it's kind of just an endless cycle, to be honest. But those are manageable conditions. We'll actually cut to the next part that is not such a manageable, how do I put this? A manageable source of carbon dioxide. Alright, welcome to the third part of the video. Now I chose to talk about fossil fuels last. The reason why is because it's the biggest contributor to carbon dioxide. Like this thing right here, it gives off an absurd amount of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. And does that mean I'm going to give it up? Probably not. To be honest, I'm pretty dumb, and it's probably still going to give off a lot of carbon into the atmosphere. Now, what happens to the carbon in the atmosphere that I discussed later in the video? It goes into the oceans. It goes into the oceans, which acidify the oceans. It's like the fish are swimming in orange juice. Like imagine you're a fish and you have to swim in orange juice. Like that would suck. I'm not gonna lie, like imagine breathing orange juice. The thing is, they ain't gonna survive if we keep up giving off those carbon dioxide. But I really don't know how to solve the problem, to be honest. I'm just kind of, you know, giving out, you know, that there is a problem. And I hope y'all know this took like 6 takes to do. Like it took a whole lot of takes. I kept messing up and it really sucked. Like I'm thinking about having a bloopers at the end, but yeah, we'll decide on that at the end. Alright, so this is the final part of my vlog right here. This is going to be the recap on this carbon dioxide cycle. It's been a pretty boring run, I'm not going to lie. Like I had to spice it up a little bit here and there. It was still pretty boring. But now what we're going to go over now is how everything ties in. So the seabed give off carbon reservoirs into the ocean. This thing in atmosphere dissolves carbon into the ocean. The fish in the ocean breathe carbon and give it off into the ocean. Alright? And then the plants give off, like, they take in carbon, but when they die, they give off more carbon. And when the fish die, they give off more carbon. Alright? And then it's not helping that we're having fossil fuels going into the atmosphere, which dissolves into the ocean, which adds even more carbon. So what is our problem here? There is a lot of carbon in this cycle, and there is way too much carbon going into the oceans. So how are we going to solve it? Well, let's get rid of fossil fuels. Simple as that. So I might have forgot this in the recap, but don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with everyone you know so we can get more views, so it's more popular, so it's the most popular video on the internet, and so I can make some money. I mean, save the environment. I would never profit out of such a thing.